Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot shop and happy 4th of July. I'm here today to do my new moon solar eclipse in Cancer reading, and that is going to be happening on July 12/13th time frame, and that time frame is going to be a new moon solar eclipse in Cancer. So I have that straight, and I got a lot of specific guidance for our reading today. We're going to be looking at the energies, of course, with the energy oracle. I'm just going to be holding them up real quickly so you know what's coming. We're going to look at what healing this new moon is going to bring in, and this is going to be with the heal yourself reading cards. We're going to look at what's hidden, and we're going to be using the wisdom of the House of Night cards to see what's hidden in the darkness of the new moon, and we're going to see what doors this new moon will open with the abundance angels of abundance deck. I'm going to see what deck this is. I'm not sure what the name of this deck. I think this is the Whispers of the Angels deck. Oh gosh, I don't know where the box is for that one. The next one is the best seed to plant, and it's coming from, I think it's Mystical. I'm not sure the name of it. Oh gosh, I don't see the box. Sorry about that. And then the end one is the Angels' advice for the new moon, and it's going to be the wisdom of the oracle for advice. So we're going to see what comes for everyone with this reading, and again, happy 4th of July to everyone, and we're going to see what comes up. All of a sudden I was playing music quiet music, and then all of a sudden it changed and it's playing Ring My Bell. So I don't know what that is about. It just went crazy there. So I think it was some sort of message for someone. If you've ever heard that song Ring My Bell, and everything just went from like, you know, quiet and serene to like, not that I have anything against that song, it's just that we were in a different energy there. All of a sudden it went, wow. So yeah, kind of made me laugh there. Just went, whoosh, and I think it had something to do with the reading and the energy. So we're going to see what comes up for everyone. Yeah, let's just get right into the reading. I'm not sure. Okay, since we're not doing in this reading what needs to be surrendered, let's do a what is going to be surrendered, what this moon phase is going to release for us, and I'm going to focus on that because there's not a placement in here, I don't think, for that one. So let's just see what this moon is going to let go of for us, or focus on releasing, or what we should kind of put our attention on letting go of in this time frame of mid-July, right? I feel it's that one. Okay, I just want to... Alright, I'm just trying to get my music back to where it was. Surrender to rest and sleep. Wow, that is a beautiful one. I love it, because sometimes we just get so tired, right? And we just feel like, oh gosh, I could just take a little nap. And then, you know, if you're like me, you just kind of push it aside. You just don't feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm not being productive, or I feel lazy if I do that. And we just don't. So there's going to be a need to surrender to this energy. You may also be getting there may be a reason. You may be getting prophetic dreams around this time frame that are very strong. And I love how the forest is behind her. Of course, you know, I love the forest and the trees as well as the ocean. And she is here in the trees. I feel that's a symbolic message as well. You know, like when we're in the forest and we can't see the trees for the forest, or however they say that. We can't see because we can't see where the bigger picture, because we're down in the thicket of the trees or whatever. I feel like in this time period there is a bit of haze behind her, but it's light and cleary, and her eyes are open, so she's awake, so she's resting with her eyes open. I feel like you're going to be able to see more clearly by taking a rest, getting some sleep, you know, allowing some downtime. It says to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And I think it's going to help allow you to see more clearly. You're going to see something in a better light, okay? So that is a very beautiful message that's coming up for everyone. And I just kind of want to get my music back to where we were there. I don't think you can hear it because I have a fan going. It's so warm and hot today, and which is wonderful, but I don't think you can hear the music, but I can, and so it's like distracting me. There we go. So I want to focus on the energies around you entering this new moon. So this is going to look at, for general reading, of course, I'll put a link to my shop below if you want to go, and I have a new moon reading in my shop as well, so you can click the link below and be taken to my shop. I'll have my readings activated for probably a few more days, and then I'll be deactivating them to just stay caught up, so I don't have, so I'm not delivering, you know, readings like way out into the future. Like, I like to keep pretty current within 7 to 10 days turnaround, and I feel that's even a bit of a wait. So I deactivate and reactivate my readings, but my shop is always open, and my decks that I have available are there as well as a download. So, and you can always converse with me there, so I'm never out of touch. So anyway, we're going to take a look at the energies around you entering this new moon solar eclipse in Cancer. So focusing on that in this moment, God and the angels, which Archangel Michael wants us to know. Oh, there, I feel it's this one. And we're going to see what it is, and it is attachment. So there is a change. We see the number 5. There is a change, and there is, you can see she's kind of in the, again, in a, I feel it's connected to this a little bit because it's felt like a clearing coming in. Like there was a little bit of mist and haze, but there was sun in the midst of it. And I feel like there's a change coming to this kind of a little bit of a cloudier energy. But it's talking about you're entering this period attached to, I don't want to say negativity, but really starting to look at maybe a role you've played in an energy where you feel attached. It almost feels like the 8 of Swords, where we kind of keep ourselves stuck and seeing how we are playing the role and keeping ourselves stuck or attached to something that isn't serving us, or we're just unsure how to break free of. So you're really starting to see your role in something that you've kept yourself stuck in and has kept you, I don't want to say bound, but kept you back, kept you from moving forward. And it's kind of going to, oh, it's kind of taking me back to that orphan card in my one reading. I did a Leo birthday reading, and it was like coming from a place of lack. Okay, so that's probably how they want me to explain it. You're starting to see how you played a role, the role you played, or what you, it was about outdated beliefs and letting them go about yourself, and how you can't grow, or there's no growth. You can't move forward when you're operating from that old dynamic, from that old pattern, that old way of thinking, those outdated beliefs. So I feel like you're really starting to gain clarity. You can see that she's coming into focus. You can see here, but there's a need for rest. There's a need to kind of let yourself catch up and be rested and not burned out to be able to see this clearly. And I feel like this time period is going to really allow you to see how you've been operating on outdated beliefs, outdated belief systems, and bringing a change to that, a positive change. But you're still kind of in there. You're still kind of seeing it. And that's how you're starting this month. Not this month, but this new moon phase. I'm sorry, the July. That's what's going to be happening. You're going to be seeing something, how you've played a part, or the role that you've played from an outdated belief system. Okay, and if you want more information on what there was more about that in my Leo. You know, even if you're not Leo, I feel that reading will pertain to those that are watching this one. You may want to watch that Leo reading because it talked about that operating from the 5 of Pentacles, and that's what this feels like. And it was about releasing outdated beliefs and kind of really looking at that. So I feel like you're entering that and you're seeing that and how it's kept you kind of attached or stuck in a situation, or, you know, from moving forward in general. So I'm shuffling, focusing on the healing this new moon solar eclipse in Cancer will bring. So what healing? I definitely feel it's this one. And they wanted me to look at the courage. The undercourage. The undercurrent is courage. And I see a masculine energy here. It feels like the hermit, like he's moving now. He's like really searching for something, and he's taken the courage to look at something more clearly, and again, a light being shown. So I feel like too, you're gonna have clarity. You're gonna have the courage to look at something. Again, it could be this. So it's gonna have the courage to look at something that's been maybe oppressive or keeping you, you know, kind of held back. But that was in the undercurrent. So they wanted me to look at healing that this new moon will bring everyone, and it is sexual arts. Wow. So this is sacral chakra energy. So very empowering energy of creation, and we see a beautiful feminine and masculine energy intertwined together, and in the arts of creation, right? So we can put it in that aspect. And I want to read a little bit from the booklet here. I'm just going to read a little tiny bit so we don't miss a message. It's number 33. So that number, or 333, can be important for you through this time frame. 3 could be an important number for you. And it says, bring more light into your sexuality. Keeping sexuality alive is an art form very few people truly understand. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sex energy only occurs when there is sexual polarity. So there's a polarity that's coming into balance. It says that again. I'm going to read it again. Sex energy only occurs when there is a sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine. So there's going to be a balance. And it was interesting. I want to, because we see someone coming forward seeking the light, right? And it's being shown on the feminine. So I feel like there's kind of intertwined there for some. There may be another message there for some people. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision making, trying to bring everything to closure and conscious self. The feminine is change, light, this is a change. And we see the feminine in that role with the 5. The feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, mother nature, emotions. It says, do not buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. Sexual polarity is an art that takes practice. It can also be subtle and last a lifetime if you are constantly reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. So I also see this too as, your own inner masculine feminine coming into balance so you can create. You can be a creative. Maybe there's something that wants to be born from within you that is a creative, and it's in the creative art. So this can be that as well, too. If you're not in contact with your partner, or this isn't happening for you with the sexuality, that type of thing, it can be an inner balance of polarity that really brings into focus now your creativity, where before you're operating on outdated beliefs and you're operating from an energy of lack and not having anything to offer. You're in this energy, and there's a change coming within yourself too that is going to allow you to be more creative and to create something that is beautiful. All right, so what is hidden at this time? This reading is rather interesting. What is hidden at this time of the new moon in Cancer? So, ooh, there we got it, right? And it's rigid. So there's another 3. So it's 3, 3, 3. So there could be some rigid energy around this that we just talked about, because I feel these are like combination. I feel like there has maybe been a wall that's been, there's been some blockages. Maybe someone's blocking you or you're blocking them. Or this chakra, the sacral chakra, has been blocked for you. And you haven't seen it. It's dark like the 5 over here. It's in that darker energy. But as you can see, like the cards around it, there is some light coming in here. So it's partially blocked, I feel, and you're starting to get a clarity around this, like, oh, how this has blocked me. Like how this chakra has maybe blocked me from moving forward. But I'm going to read from the booklet just so we can see. The undercurrent is, they wanted me to look, and it's interesting because it's the moon and it's 5, so it is change. And and it's the black cat. I'm gonna put it back here. I'm not sure. So let me see here. It says, is there a stone wall that stands between you and others? Could that wall be inside of you? Now is the time to become more flexible and to drop your rigid expectations of yourself and especially of others. Don't be afraid to drop your guard a little too. If you're willing to let others in, you will see a benefit in these connections. Another meaning here is that you recognize the wall that others have put up. Don't take it personally if they don't let you in. This is part of their coping, and it has little to do with you. So it can be that you haven't been able to see what is hidden, is why someone has blocked you or why they've put a wall up. And it has little to do with you, same as yours having little to do with the other. It's your coping mechanism. You can only deal with or cope with so much at a time. But I feel like it has to do with a block within your own sacral chakra, and you're seeing, and I feel it has a connection to outdated beliefs about yourself, being in a lack mentality or a lack energy, or you don't have anything to offer. You're starting to see, by gosh, I do have something to offer. And it's allowing things to come into balance for you when we're looking at this in the aspect of your own energies. And this can certainly be playing out within a relationship as well. I do want to read this because they wanted me to look, and it is the moon energy that we're talking about, right? Even though it's the new moon. And it is also a 5, which brings change. It says, this is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and intuition will lead the way through the darkness. So being, trusting your intuition. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have that weird little feeling that they mean something else altogether. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now. Choose another card for a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. And that's this. So you're kind of getting a little nuance of why there's a block within your own sacral chakra, or why other people are blocking. And you may be experiencing a block within your own sacral chakra as someone else blocking, or you blocking someone else. Just it's playing out in life, right? So you're getting a little bit of a gut instinct about, oh, okay, I see why this is happening like this, and you're really identifying that. So that's interesting. So that's what's hidden, but coming to light, I feel. So what is opening? What doors are opening? And we want to take a look with the abundance angels. So we're going to see what doors they are opening at this time of the new moon, solar eclipse in Cancer. Guiding angels, Archangel Michael, abundance angel. What? Ooh, there we go. Oh my God. I'm not kidding you. It was like, I just say that's interesting. Undercurrent they want me to look at too is employment change. So for some, I feel like, and I love this card because she's riding a horse, and the horse energy has been with us as well, and it's taking her to where she needs to go. Even though she may not see the way, this is an employment change, so a change in career. Which I just love. It's just so magical because Santa, I'm very connected to St. Nicholas, not like Santa ho-ho in the red suit, which, yeah, in a way, yes, but St. Nicholas himself. So I love seeing him here. So he's with everyone, St. Nicholas, and he's helping open doors of, universal generosity, because that's what his energy is all about, is generosity. It says an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, which is the employment change, the career change, health, and charitable work. So that is what is opening. He's working with us. The horse energy is working with us. It says your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. And even though you may not see where you're going, the horse energy and Santa, and when I put Santa and horse energy together, I get magical reindeer, right? It's kind of funny how they show me that. It's just, ho-ho. I guess that's, I don't know. I'm not going to go there. What is the best seed energy to plant this new moon? And we're going to use this deck. I think it's called the Mystical something or other. What is the best seed to plant this moon phase? Guiding the angels, Archangel Michael, and there it is. And it is creation. Are you kidding me right now? This is the sacral chakra. Remember your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. So it's got to do with that chakra energy that we were talking about, however that's playing out for you within yourself or within a relationship, needing, worked on, or to, lower our rigid, walls that we put up for each other so we can come together and create something together or within ourselves. So it's the sacral chakra again. So working with the energy of creation, but be mindful of your thoughts because they shape your future, and your words create today. Your choices become your reality. So it's, again, coming back into itself here. Angel advice for this new moon. The undercurrent, they made me look. The undercurrent was humor. Laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. So plant the seed of laughter along with your creation together. They make a very beautiful, happy, new energy that's coming in. So angel advice for this new moon, and we're going to close out this reading with a message from angel advice for this new moon. God and the angels, Archangel Michael, angel advice for this new moon, parting messages, what they're leaving us with. To the sea. I gotta laugh. I mean, are you kidding me right now? 7. Okay, so this is my favorite card in the deck, and it's also 7 is a spiritual number. It is connection to spirit. It is a connection. It is a number for Goddess Yemiyai, and I just love it. I mean, I just absolutely love it. So 7, I'm going to read a little bit for everyone. I'm going to read the essential meanings is being in flow, returning to source, which is, we are creators, source creation, right? returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. So you're going to see synchronistic events. You're going to now start to see, you're taking the mask off, how all this has come to this point. Nothing is, you know, by what they say, nothing is by chance, right? So isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that's fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Love it. Prosperity messages, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities, they keep saying sea of opportunities, to wash over you and wake you up to your most precious potential, which is your creation, source creation, right? To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. We're not coming from lack anymore.